Turkey has been showing a very strong performance in the last, I would say, 10-12 years.
The country has gone through a phenomenal political transformation as well as social transformation.
You've seen strong economic reforms that have been implemented across the financial system.
The Capital Markets Board, the Stock Exchange, the Energy Regulator, the Competition Board, all the regulators played their part very, very well.
Which has allowed investors to gain comfort in the local market and its growth potential.
The population is highly urbanized in Turkey, almost at par with European levels.
78 million people, average age 29. Education system is very high.
The growing middle class has more capital at its disposal to consume.
There remains significant underpenetration in many different sectors, mostly in sectors which are consumer-facing.
GDP per capita almost twice that of any BRIC country, demanding quality products, better services.
And if you look at names such as Coca-Cola, GlaxoSmithKline, Hyundai, Toyota, they all have production hubs because you have access to Europe, you have access to the Middle East, you have access to Asia.
Almost 1 billion consumers that you can tap into, and Turkey has really played that role of being the global crossroads, connecting the world. We have strong local expertise, connectivity, and a track record in these markets. We are supported by a very, very strong global platform.
We have a very strict value creation plan that we adhere to. Natural improvements follow in the form of improved access to financing, lower pricing, longer tenors, better acknowledgement and appreciation by all players in the market. We've completed our first round investments in the first quarter of 2008.
We were able to deploy $850 million in 7 different transactions.
Acıbadem, the hospital group, is the largest among the companies we've invested in. At the time of our investment, they had 3 hospitals in operation and 2 more about to be completed. At the time of the exit, it had 13 hospitals in operation. We've hired 2 bulge bracket successful investment banks, but the most credible buyers still came from Abraaj network. It was one of the top 5 largest IPOs in 2012. We were able to complete it at a record time in 6 months.
Yorsan is Turkey's 4th largest dairy company.
It's a family-run business which had the opportunity to scale up and become, one of the leading players in Turkey.
And dairy consumption in Turkey is approximately 1/3 of what it is in Europe.
There is a conversion towards packaged products in Turkey, and if you look at dairy, the packaged product market share is less than 50%.
There's significant room to grow, especially as you see a clear shift towards quality products and services.
This was just the right time for the family to look for a partner who was capable to take company to the next level.
By implementing ESG, by implementing processes, by implementing corporate governance, we will transform this business over the next 5 years.
We have resources from our portfolio acceleration group to work with us and help us further refine the value creation plan that we put together.
We hired a CEO, a CFO, and a supporting staff. We did a very detailed cost analysis as well as pricing analysis. We did a very thorough review of the product portfolio, and we lowered the number of SKUs to 180.
We looked at capacity planning and started a flexible manufacturing model, identifying some very high quality regional players. They basically produce for us, which enabled us to go from 1 factory to 3 factories without any capital investment.
Our vision and goal is to make Yorsan one of the top 3 players in Turkey, focused on high-value margin products.
Turkey is a market that has tremendous potential. There is a supply and demand imbalance.
Private equity exposure in comparison to GDP is around 0.04%, whereas the BRIC average is 0.13. This number in US and in the UK is 1%. So we also see a lot of potential for growth in private equity products.
It's really exciting to work as part of Abraaj and add value to partner companies we invest.
We're well positioned to really take advantage of the underlying opportunity in the Turkish market.
I'm very excited about the days ahead of us.